Good evening. Good evening. Welcome into Flying with Mike. Not a true surprise flight because if you looked at the schedule, you would have seen it. But yeah, we're in a place where, yeah, we could do a flight tonight. We are back in Skybus, Airbus A319 from ToLiss, sitting in Chattanooga Choo Choo, getting ready to head up to Columbus. John Glenn, Port Columbus, however you want to call it, airport. So, yeah, welcome aboard. Hope your week is starting fairly decent. We had two great flights yesterday on Monday, and well, we're looking to put another one in the books tonight. So, we'll talk about some funniness that well, it wasn't kind of funny when it happened, but now we can look back and get a little, at least snicker out of it, or maybe eat a Snickers bar. I don't know. But anyway, we're getting ready to go, but we'll talk about that later. You saw our verse of the day. It's part of what I'm calling my Lent verses. I kind of like this one. Again, remember, Lent is when we turn our hearts to the Lord. We rid ourselves of things blocking why we can't find time to make time for the Lord. So even now declares the Lord, return to me with all your heart, with fasting, weeping, and mourning. Now, if you would read the next one, it kind of goes a little further. Rend your heart, not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious, compassionate, slow to anger, abounding in love, and he relents from sending calamity. So, again, our verse for today, though, is Joel 2:12, the first part I read to you. So just, keep that in the back of your mind as we go through these next, what are we down to now? 38 days. Oh no, we're further along to that. Anyway, as we proceed closer to Resurrection Sunday, which also is known as Easter to many people. All right, so let's get up in the plane and let's see what kind of damage we can do here. Atlanta Center's up, so they're going to hold us back from a little bit of it. We'll see, though. And I need to flip-flop these around. There we go. All right, so again, we're in the A319. It's one of ToLiss's great, I highly recommend. I can't put enough greats out there for you. So it is one of the great ones. The A319 320s, that be the CO and the Neo, the A321s, the CO, Neo. CO, conventional engine, Neo, new engine options. So the what we would call maybe the LEAP, the more fuel efficient, although you look at them, it's hard to tell. It's like saying, yeah, that Hemi and a Dodge, yeah, that's more fuel efficient than that little three-banger in the Metro. Yeah, it didn't work that way. Anyway, but hey, it is, I don't get it. It's way above my pay grade. Hey, I flew little Cessnas. So we didn't have that big old turbine sitting out front or on the wing, sorry. So anyway, so let's go. Sim Toolkit's up here. Today's flight, you can see how it proceeds up here to McGinn's. And I'm yawning because I am a little tired from work, but that will not preclude us from the mission today. Flight goes like this, roughly 27,500 pounds of payload. Of that, there's 125 peeps behind us. Pretty, not a full flight, but not empty. It's a pretty decent load. We've loaded 12,600 pounds of fuel, not the 327. And you can see the route begins to the Scarlet 2 arrival. Gone with the wind going on in Columbus. What's up with that? Anyway, cost index 46 and we'll be at 39,000 unless told otherwise by ETC. Weather? We're all kind of curious of that after this past week. Today we're looking in Chattanooga choo-choo. Didn't you know that's where the choo-choo came from? Come on, Chattanooga. Anyway, winds out of the south, they're at 170. 10 knots, 10-mile visibility. Broken sky up at 17,000 and 25,000 base layers. And pretty decent temperature here, 48 degrees. Kind of like here, well, was up in that range earlier today. Here at Flying with Mike headquarters in the St. Louis area. According to the ATIS, because we do have Atlanta up, we are doing visual approaches on the 2-0. So more than likely, we'll take off on the 2-0. How's that sound? Up there in Columbus, still got a south wind at 12, gusting up to 21. You could favor, it's just going to be a fun approach. Let's just put it that way. Broken layer at 11,000, overcast 20,000. It's a bit chilly, 34 degrees. What? Why do we have to leave choo-choo? Anyway, so not too bad. Hey, at least we don't have that big snow that's out east. Last report I heard of earlier today, not Providence, I can't remember the name of the town, but Rhode Island is just about the size of Providence, Rhode Island. Anyway, so we'll just go with that. 3 feet of snow. Ouch. That'll take a few days. Hopefully the temperature doesn't skyrocket, all melt, and now we have massive flooding. That would be bad. On top of what's already been bad. So, anyway, so we are ready to proceed. Let's get this plane up and ready to go. We are, I believe, fueled. Stand by. Yeah, we're up on fuel, so let's go ahead, get that APU master switch. Then we're going to make sure the flap is open and then start it, and then try to get through this pretty quick. Flap open will occur right in here. You'll see it. Maybe. Ah, it did happen this century. Okay. And just making sure, there she goes, going up. And actually I think it is fairly decent on the time it takes to spool up, so you know, not bad. They'll begin boarding here in a moment as soon as we have the APU up and running on the bleeds and the gens. So again, thank you for the prayers, support that we've had over this past 2-year period, roughly. Hey, Morinov, welcome. Hello, hello. Hope you've had a great couple of days, and looking forward for this little Skybus flight. Now, many of you may not know Skybus. Did it already spool up, or did it trick me? Hang on a second. I'll be doggone, it got done quick. I will school you on this here in just a second. Okay, APU bleed on. I skipped a couple things. Okay, flaps are up, spoilers down. Throttles, yeah, they're going to move for us. Master switch is off, normal on the engines, radar, and transponders where I want. All right, little on Skybus while we get this bird ready to rock and roll out of here. Like I said, a 1-year Wonder Child airline, um, based out of Columbus, so that, we're heading back home. What they touted was basically if you've ever been on a U.S. city bus, you will be amazed at how many ads they can plaster on the walls. Well, they tried the same thing on Skybus to try to keep the fares lower than some of the low-cost airlines of 2007, 8, 9 time frame. Well, like I said, they made it a year, and that's about as far as they could go. But Piedmont Virtual, they're a historical airline group, so just because you may know the name Piedmont does not mean you're actually going to fly RJs. Piedmont was actually an airline back in the very early 90s on back, flying 727s, 737, D or of D blah blah blah, 767, believe it or not, and some other littler planes. They, along with Allegheny, PSA, came together and formed, you may know it as, well, U.S. Air. U.S. Air would be bought, well, anyway, they came together, made U.S. Air. Let's not get into a reviving of American Airlines tale, because that's where this would work its way. So what we're getting here with Piedmont Virtual is the Piedmont airline before U.S. Air. Okay. And we're getting a whole bunch of historical airlines to go along with it. In our case, they have revived Skybus for a little bit. They may pull it from the timetables and put something else in. Who knows? Hey, it's their airline. They, as I say, they can do as they want. And so far, I've liked most of what they've done. Not all, but most. And the stuff that I don't like, well, I'll get over it. All right, we got the APU fired up, and we're going to push hard to get everything else going. I don't know if we have charts. Oh, we do have parking spots and cords. We're in number 5. All right, let's bring charts in for this. I said, let's bring charts in. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we are parked here in gate number 5. So what we're going to be doing is getting our FMS McDo up and ready for getting this flight going. So bear with me here. I didn't do this earlier. I always forget. Okay, we'll not worry about that. We're good till 18 March. Init. Read the manual if you want to know how to use a init request. There is some things you as the pilot have to decide. I'm not going to go through them. You just have to figure it out on your own. But there's a couple of questions that come up. Okay, so we're Skybus 76, service to Columbus, Ohio, with an alternate in Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, so next on our list is getting this lat and long correct. And you all see it, gate 5. I'm going to blow it up a little more. Put it right there where it's a little easier to see. 3502 point. I have 1, day 1.3. So, all right, now let's click it over to the longitude side. We're looking for 8511 or 12.2. No, they want 11. Okay, 8511.9. Perfect. One last check, 3502. 28.3. Perfect. Align it. Winds. Windy. And back to return. We'll get back there eventually. There we go. All right, cost index was not a 60. I do have the extra fuel to use it, but we're going to go ahead and throw 46 in there. All right, now I'm going to go to the weights page while we get rid of charts. That way we can come over to the EFB. Okay, 117.5, that looks good. 28.6 for the ZFWCG. See how that is right here? Block fuel, that is not what we have. What do we have? Where is it? 12.6. 12.6. Okay, so we'll block that, and you saw the weights adjust. Everything else looks good. All right, back over here. There really is not much to this flight, folks. It's a short hour-ish flight from Chattanooga Choo-Choo to Port Columbus, John Glenn. Name your flavor for the airport, International Airport. All right, we're departing. Let me just see what we got here. You know what? I'm going to add it to the route, Chattanooga 9. Why? I'll tell you in a second. Yep, it has it. Top altitude 5,000. So I could see Atlanta playing with that. So let's go to flight plan. Click Chattanooga. Click departure. Click runway 20 and the Chattanooga number 9. Getting ready to pull out. All right, look at that. We're going to hit top of climb for about 5 miles. Up, down. And then we're not, oh, we are going to get to McGinn's. Okay, well, wait a minute. Let me see Scarlet. How's that work? Oh, that's where it starts. All right. What's going on here? Oh. All right, let's click CMH now. Arrival. Okay. Let's show a little bit more of what charts can do for those that are thinking about purchasing the subscription. Okay, again, purchasing the subscription. Please key on that. First off, Scarlet 2 arrival. We could come off McGinn's. That's our first fix. The flight plan was actually Scarlet for it to begin. So that's first and foremost something we got to take into account. Now, we're landing. Let's take a look at real world ATIS. Currently winds 180. Well, this is as of 23:51, so nearly an hour ago. They're saying 46 minutes. 180.12 and gust 21. Real world landing 28 left, 28 right. Simultaneous in use, departures. Oh, they're coming at them. No. Here's where we start getting into why you want to look today. All taxiways 10% with 8-inch dry snow. All runways 10% of it, 1/8 of dry snow. Why they don't have the FICONs in here, I don't know. Friction or fiction condition indication, I don't know. Oh, but anyway, again, this is real world, what it's looking like. Now, if you pull up D8, say on Boston, Providence, Newark, you're going you're going to get a lot more of this. All right, so now why we are here, let's get back to it. So we are going to come in, where's 28 left? The longer of the two. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll end up parking somewhere in here. That'll work. 28 left. Click approaches available. Actually, I'm changing it. Makes it that much easier. Get that clear out of there. Okay, so 14 approaches now. So we're coming in. Hang on, let me pull up Scarlet again. So we're up is 28 right. Xavier is 28 left. Expect vectors for ILS. Sometimes it will say for the RNAV. And that's why when we do this or this, we get where you see how the RNAVs are. Now you could shoot an RNAV off here, but you see how they turn tight in. They're fun. We'll play nice. Well, we have the RNAV Zulu available. Ooh. Sold to the man flying for Skybus. Now, when I clicked add route, I thought I did. There it goes. It's going to connect it. And in we'll go. You'll see this is a fun run. We'll do it. Weather's not atrocious. We're going 28 left, RNAV Zulu. That's Yankee. 28 left, Zulu. On the Scarlet. We're coming in via and we're going to come in on begins insert. All right, now I need to back up. Okay, so back up more. Okay, there's our departure. Okay. There's McGinn's. When I do that, sorry folks. Okay, let's get Scarlet up here. So McGinn's, Zedno, Scarlet, Scarlet between 10 and 17,000. And then we're off to Wannock and Jonah. Okay, so let's, I'm going to go ahead and put this in plan. Okay, here we go. Scarlet. Oh, where's Brutus? Where the heck is this one? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry, folks. Bert's Io. Interesting. And then our initial for the RNAV. And then the RNAV will bring us to Goober, Buckeye, Limited, to the runway. We had an Airbus pilot helping us out into Minneapolis a few months back. He was actually on the stream yesterday. Yeah, I had to think. At the end. If I understood it right, you can fly an RNAV approach just like an ILS, except the minimums are not what you think. It is a very tight, very, very precise approach, but it is not a category 2 or 3 approach, so you will not auto land on it. That you got to leave for the ILS. if I understood him correctly. However, today's just quick for a quick look at the arrival. We'll do it again. We're looking at decision altitude 332 feet above the ground, which translates at this airport to 1,147 feet on your altimeter. Okay. So, just so you know, there's our run, and we'll just continue on here. Where are we out to Bhutan? NDB for the hold. And then, like I said earlier, if a divert's needed, we're headed to Cincinnati. All right, let's get going. All right, RadNav. Looks good to come back if we need to. Perf. Charts away. All right, we're going to go back to the EFB. Takeoff predict or performance. I really don't know where they get the weather, so please bear with me because I will probably change it all. Okay, at 10. Temperature 52 minutes ago, 9. 30, 00. Okay, we got a dry. I'm gonna go with engine. You know what? We'll run off for now. And what do we got? A 7,000 foot runway, air conditioning on, compute. I got a feeling this will end up being a toga. I kind of like that one. Flex number 2. So anywhere from 108 to 126, 126, 128, and that looks good. Over here on the McDo, just click takeoff request. Uh-oh. I went too quick. Let me try. 1, 0, 2. Try it again. Perfect. Let's hope for the best. It's not looking promising. Alright, so the numbers are different because if you notice the wind and the actual temperature, where the heck is that at? Alright, and the flex, oh, the flex is right. Everything else, well. So we'll go ahead, insert, and clear. Alright, we're going to go 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 6. There was no wind in here, that's why. And 1, wow. 1, 2, 8. Keep these numbers the same. And we are flaps 2. Alright, so nothing came over. That's fine. And that's going to be our takeoff, and we're ready to go. Alright, fuel's loaded. ACAR's running. Got my map back where we are. All I need to do is, first off, did I put a flight plan in? No. Stand by. Got to put a flight plan in. Oh, let's do this. 55. We're actually roughly 3 minutes late from our departure. How about that? Click here to here. And we're scat bus just to make sure, 76. A319. Connecting. Now, you didn't hear a beep beep or a squawk because we actually have a center up. That center is 132.975. Uh-oh. We have somebody here with us? NRT 190. Hey, welcome aboard. 13295. $975.
UPS 515, Atlanta Center. Good evening, hello. Atlanta Center, Richmond, 110,000. American 901, Atlanta Center, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 380. 1030 for American 901. Serving 1691, frequency change advisors approved, Memphis is closed yet. Unicom, Memphis 1691.
Atlanta Center, Skybus 76 at Chattanooga with weather. Request clearance to Columbus.
Skybus 76, Atlanta Center. Good evening. You're cleared to Columbus as filed. Maintain 5,000. Be flight level 390 in 10 minutes. Squawk 4153.
Okay, cleared to Columbus as filed. Initial climb 5,000. Expect flight level 390 10 minutes later. Squawking 4153, and we're ready to push back.
Skybus 76, that readback's correct. You can push at your own risk. If you need to push back there on that taxiway, that's fine with me. And just face southbound. I'll give you runway 20 for departure.
Okay, so we're clear.
I'm sorry, that'd be facing northbound. Expect runway 20.
All right, yeah, I was just looking at the map and a little confused. But okay, so push back, face north, expect 20. Skybus 76.
Yes, Skybus 76 sounds good. Let's see here. American 2741 Atlanta Center, hello. Climb maintain flight level 220. Delta 90 at Fort Atlanta Center, hello. Radar contact, climb maintain flight level 290. American. American 686 Atlanta Center, hello. Climb maintain flight level 230, resume normal speed. American 2741, switch to advisory frequency, correction, I'm sorry, contact Jacksonville now, 135.902. 135.9, connect 2741. Center, hello, Delta 8737 at flight level 400. That's 87.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I don't see Delta. I see a Delta 8783. Are you next to Lee or next to Pulaski? You are. Yes, sir. I'm next to Pulaski.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I'm showing Delta 8783. Just trying to confirm that's your call sign. Sorry, yes, sir. 8783. That's my fault. Okay, welcome. Lufthansa 495. Correction, DHL 495 Atlanta Center. Hello.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Southwest 6299, frequency change advisory is approved of your flight.
All right, sorry for that, folks. We're pushing back here in a moment.
United 434, switch to advisory is approved of your flight. Canada 1370, Atlanta 2, good evening.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Brakes off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Good speed 921, descend via the Banker 5 arrival, landing south, the shuttle altimeter is 3004. DHL 495, descend via the Hobbit 3 arrival, land altimeter 3006. 3006, descending via the Hobbit 3 arrival, DHL 495. Yeah, that's fine. Delta 2280, contact Jacksonville 135.902. Or Jacksonville 135.902, United or Delta 22.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
UPS 515, descend via the Jedi 4 arrival, the Atlanta altimeter 3006, more than 1 hour old. Descend via the Jedi 4 Citation 40 Victor Charlie, Atlanta Center, hello. Climb maintain, flight level 300, normal speed.
Okay, we're available. Let's get it going. Okay, up top, APU.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And let's get the pitch trim.
1946, descend via the Hobbit 3 arrival, the Atlanta altimeter 3006, 1 hour old. American 1015, are you here?
Okay, we need up 04. Okay, and do a quick check here. right, everything's free. All right, got my phone charging. It's about to die. All right, back up top, get the EPU off. And okay, running down it real quick, auto brakes. Atlanta Center, Skybus 76 ready to taxi for 20 at Chattanooga.
American 1015 Atlanta Center, Clement, maintain flight level 230, contact Jacksonville 3592, good night. Skybus 76, runway 20, taxi via Bravo.
Via Bravo, Skybus 76 to 20.
Canada 1370, contact Jacksonville 3592, good night.
Atlanta Center, Skybus 76 ready to go, 20 Chattanooga.
Skybus 76, roger, runway 20, clear for takeoff, flight runway heading.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, Skybus 76 on 20. Oh, it's snowing!
Have a good flight. Frequency change approved, American 282 Heavy. Thank you for the services. You're around. You're out.
Who said it could snow on our parade?
Alpha 417 Atlanta Center, good evening. Welcome, Clement, maintain flight level 230, contact Jacksonville 135.902.
Flight level 390 and Skybus 76.
2,500.
Clear direct Scarlet for Skybus 63. Or, my bad, 76. All right, we're out at Chattanooga.
American 1935, Swiss Advisors approved of your flight. Delta 90 at 4, cross Dutch, yes, maintain level 240. Delta 90 at 4, cross Dutch, yes, maintain level 240.
Chewie, why are you putting us in hyperspace already? Thank you. All right, we're on our way, folks. Let me put some things up here. Oh, where are they? There's one. Okay, according to the clock, we've got about 50 minutes to go. Hey, I hope you've all enjoyed. That was a pretty quick run out of With this plane, I can get it going pretty quick, and we were out in about 40 minutes, airborne with less than an hour. So, hey, you know,
Center, good evening, Delta 3031, passing 4600, climbing via the Hill 3.
Delta 3031, Atlanta Center, low, maintain level 290, radar contact.
Climb maintain flight level 290, Delta 3031.
so if I get quiet, I'm just letting ATC have the show here. We're not going to be much longer in their airspace. Okay, yeah, a little bit of time.
Yeah, thanks, sorry, I called you a couple times and didn't get you. I couldn't get in contact with you. Contact Jacksonville, map 13549, for Delta 9004. Contact Jacksonville, yeah, no worries. Delta 8920, Atlanta Center, hello. Where are you? KCHA 495, instead of maintain 3000.
Oh, boy, busy night in Atlanta, which isn't really...
Just stand by, I'll come back for just a second. So the 8783, cross the Ozzy, maintain 2000 at 250 knots, the Atlanta altimeter is 3006.
His saving grace is Charlotte being up to help him out.
12,250 knots. I'll be at 12,250 knots. So the 8920 Atlanta Center, good evening.
Yeah, it's pretty much overloaded. Let me try something.
Let's see. Cross Mott at maintain 1000. The Augusta altimeter is 3009er. Alright, 3009er, and then cross Mott Center 1000.
And for those interested, that message I got rid of. The Navigraph voting is on for, what do they call it? I forget. But anyway, it's out there for you if you would like to take part. Looks like I'm going to be all by my lonesome. There's nobody around me. Huh? Did he say Skybus?
American 901, Memphis Center closed, makes a change in France, yeah. Where's Northside American 901 getting? Who is that? Southwest 3015, hello. Delta 793 Atlanta Center, hello. Maintain level 340, radar contact.
Little Rock Air Force Base has a ground? Holy mackerel. That's awesome.
Delta 1441 Atlanta Center, radar contact. Climate maintain level 260, cleared, direct, varsity.
All right, we are just getting on up there. Looks like we got about 305 degrees at 80, 90 knot crosswind on us. Ouch.
KCHA 495, Sean 9360. What's your 360? BS 515, expect runway 268. 26 for UPS 515.
Oh, we have two centers now. Okay, looks like we either have a new controller or they're beginning to break this up.
Center Delta 8783, what is the altimeter for Atlanta? Load 8783, Atlanta altimeter 3006. 3006, thank you. KCHA 48.5 airport, now you're 1 o'clock in 8 miles, 220 southwest from the airport site. Okay, you're clear to hard to your clear visual pressure 97. And you're clear to the approach for 27 miles. Clear approach for 27 miles. It's 515 heavy, crosswind at 4,000 divided.
All right. I mentioned it in the beginning.
4,000 at 5,
Oh, we had a follow some. Oh, I know why I didn't have the alerts on. Father Tuck has followed us 16 minutes ago. Did not see or hear it. I don't know if I had the alerts on yet. But welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Mentioned earlier, we talk about a little interesting incident today at headquarters here for Flying with Mike. I'm trying to think how to put this so that basically the wife and CEO for Flying with Mike backed up out of the garage and hit the garage door. Yeah, it happens. It's called an accident, not a big deal. Well, I know to some a huge deal, but it ended up really, I mean, it cost a little bit. It ended up being rollers that would need to be replaced to get the garage door working again. And good news is it's working. Like I said, we can laugh at it, snicker at it, but yeah, so be careful. Look, you know, where you're going and know what's ahead of you.
Delta 9046 advise 8 Delta, we're going T7 left. Alright, we have 80 Delta and we
But yeah, for the most part, it's fixed. There's a couple things we'll need to do, but the door works and all of that. It didn't at the time, and that's why we had to get a technician out here. But yeah, I've done some stupid things. Don't get me wrong. Backing into a garage door. Well, let me rephrase this. With her car, I got too close to the wall and bumped the mirror. So, I mean, you can see things happen. So, all right, we should be getting close. So yeah, I hope you all got a good snicker out of it, or at least a Snickers bar out of it. And look.
Charlotte is landing south. The Charlotte altimeter 3003.
Huh. So.
Delta 9046 or 927 left, that's center maintain 11 down.
Looks like we're about 35 minutes out of Columbus. see how well he does. We are exiting Atlanta's territory. Okay, we got about 116 miles top of descent.
The 1946, when you descending to? There, I'll show you 10, so this next time just stop at 11. Screens and check, you can continue your descent to 7,000 now. Alright, down at 10,000. Everyone at 794. Nice. Wondering to Charlie, Jackson send us codes for frequency change approved. Alright, frequency change approved, 406.
I just saw them. Wow. Up and then down. Yeah, we are definitely out of...
1820, sorry, Washington has codes for frequency change approved. Delta 2053, what are you climbing to?
Once you got through real quick and overspeed went on, I'm trying to get back to flight level 300.
Atlanta Center, good evening, Delta 1592 at that flight level 060, climbing at flight level 100. Delta 1592, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 350. Climb and maintain flight level 350, Delta 1592. Delta 9046, heavy, just to maintain 3,000. Alright, down to 3,000, Mega 978, contact Charlotte approach 120.5. Center, Presidential 101, checking in with you, flight level 290. Presidential 101, Atlanta Center, roger. Delta 3031, descend via the John D5, landing south, shuttle altimeter 3003.
Descend via Jones 5, landing south, altimeter 3003, Delta 3031.
Delta 1368, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Echo Bay 12, frequency change approved. Dragon 743, frequency change approved. Frequency change approved, Shannon 743. Southwest 3015, your frequency change approved. Atlanta Center, 1 Alpha 7 Bravo Bravo, 1600 feet. November 17 Bravo Bravo, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 340 to leak speed restriction. Southwest 40 T76, Lieutenant Pilot discretion, maintain flight level T40. Delta 240. Delta 8783, advise data stealth on board, runway 26 right. Yes sir, we have Aegis Delta and 26 right.
Center, Skybus 76, did we miss a handoff to Unicom?
Skybus 76, Indies closed, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom. Thanks, Skybus 76. It happens. He's busy. Just being nice. Cross Scarlet at 10,000. So let's get ready for this descent. Looking here, we're at 85 miles out, so we'll go next phase, next phase. Landing performance. Let me pull up Port Columbus. John Glenn for some. Current, we don't have a VATSIM, but 200. Wait a minute. We're running off of 0051. Huh. It's the first time they didn't match. 200. 12. Temperature now still 1. Altimeter 2972. Are we talking dry runway? Yes. Yeah, we'll go off. We'll go medium. All right. So we're looking at, we need at least 4,100 feet of runway. With that in play, if we do it right, we'll have nearly 6,000 feet of runway. If we do it right. If we float, we float. Okay, so let's plug these in. QNH, all you got to do is 29.72. Temperature uno. And 200 diagonal 12. Okay, we mentioned this earlier to do RNAV minimums 1147. Okay, there we go. Now, where are we in reference? 70 miles out. They said 10,000 feet, so we're headed down. Okay, so let's do our arrival stuff. McDo is set, perf is set. We need winds. Click on the right side here to access wind data. Requesting new winds. There we go. All right, so we are now up to date with the winds. We're ready for approach. Now, let's put in our prediction. Yeah, I don't want that. There we go. Wow. Killing myself there with 810. What? But yeah, it's very simple, folks. Exclamation mark the word predict, space, and a negative number. We are in descent. We have precipitation around us. And it's like we're in the eye of the storm. The people out east don't want to hear an eye of the storm in the middle. Oh no, not another one. Yeah, they really got walloped out there. All right, we'll set the auto brakes to medium. All right, and we are coming down to 10,000 by Scarlet. So, hope this week goes well for y'all as we're into the first week of Lent. That first full week of Lent is coming to an end tonight. So, on we go with another great fish fry ahead for Friday. And can't wait. Love, a couple of reasons I love the season of Lent. One is the shedding of things preventing me from worshiping the Lord, finding that time. I mean, folks, some of your schedules out there, not singling anyone out, is you really need a very simple way to calm your schedules down. Some of you are so scheduled out, you don't know what to do. The word no works very well. Worked back when I told you all this at Christmas, continues through the year. No, I need a break. You don't even need to add that part, just say no. Take the break. You need it sometimes. Beyond that, the fish fries. Ah, love the fish on Fridays. Me, I go more for the shrimp than the fish. Don't get me wrong, I like fish, some fish, but I love shrimp, and I'm glad they have the two for offering. So, anyway, on we go. Got precipitation off the left wing. Still can't believe he gave us a direct Scarlet. That's awesome. Much appreciated. We love shortcuts. And I'm sure those tired passengers behind us saying, oh, we're going to get in maybe a little early. Almost feel that's where we started this at. For frequencies. All right, so here we go, descending down to 10,000. Now with a little help here, that little squiggle line here where it's at on the line, when we reach it, our descent will steepen for the 10,000 constraint at Scarlet. Make sure I read that right. Okay, I did. And then from Scarlet, we continue to Brutus, 5,000 Xavier. It's good to see the weather radar working. Got another blob coming up here. Would have been nice to fly this by day. I'm going to play it safe now that they're starting to show signs of precip that aren't coming through on ATIS's or METARs. So we are going to be shooting the RNAV. The big thing about the RNAV approaches, do not click. Hang on, let me get this in the middle. The LS buttons right here and here. Keep it as is. When we reach Xavier, I'm going to click approach. We should be At 5,000 feet then, and we'll start our descent. What is our descent gonna be down to? Buckeye, Goober, Buckeye, limited at 2,300 feet. Here, let's see what the weather shows. Not a lot. All right, so here's the RNAV. So we'll come over Xavier 210, no faster than, max or mandatory 5,000 descending to 2,300, and ought to be a fun approach. Okay, so for tonight, what are we looking at? 128 for our approach speed. Big scary clouds out there. Okay, we got about 73 miles to go. Let's go ahead and all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're descending into Columbus at this time, estimating approximately 11 minutes or so till landing. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for arrival. That squiggly line keeps getting pushed further and further back. Winds are a little more manageable. To 98 at 307 in the 70s. So, I mean, a little better headwind, but not the greatest at 24,000. So, and again, John Glenn is reporting 52 minutes ago, winds 212, gusts 19. As it stands right now, there will be a flight on Friday. Just not sure the departure point yet. I've got a couple ideas percolating. But again, check with the CEO to make sure I don't overstep and, oh, I didn't know that was going to happen that day kind of deal. So over the weekend, I hope to put a flight or two in. We'll see and go from there. Now, as for the state of the stream, all I can say right now, once we start working, and again, thank you for your prayers for this and support. I could use your prayers again for decisions that are going to be needed as to the what we're how we're going to stream working 8-hour days Monday through Friday and so forth. So we'll kind of have to play it by ear and see how we can obviously the Monday Friday flights will be no more guaranteed, but we'll see how things turn out. May take a week, but that's expected because we've got to learn the job. So learn their way of how you do this and that, so that then I can begin to decide how are things gonna look. So but again, I am so grateful for the prayers, comments, concerns, and support during this 2-hour storm, or 2-year long storm the Lord has put me through. And we're coming out with full-time work and a little bit more pay. Hey, more hours, more pay, that's always good. So yeah, can't wait. And again, praise God. Or as the doxology goes, praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Praise him, all creatures here below. Praise him. Praise the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Amen. All right, now one other way to know if we're starting to reach that point where we're going to steepen our descent, that green dot you saw coming down right now, hanging just on the top line here. You can see now we're doing about 1,800 feet a minute. When that green dot's between the top and the lower line, you are right where what they would call the sweet spot, where the computer predicts you'll make 10,000 feet at your constraint. And now it's going to be working to achieve that. Oh man, Boston is, I know, oh, Boston is overloaded. Just a warning for those headed that way. One other announcement, and it's not really one that I normally have of late participated in. Hang on a second, just catching up. 2972. Okay. Cross the pond. You all know last October it did not happen. Now, I'm not 100% sure how it's going to happen coming up, other than to say there was a post over across the pond's Discord alluding to a potential east-west. That would be... I pity the controllers on that one. Because let me explain Cross the Pond here just as briefly as I can. It is probably the largest VATSIM event, and it used to be done twice a year. Once in the spring, once in the fall. Last fall, they canceled it. It will be coming up. Be watching for announcements and hopefully a better relay here. There's a rumor, I'm going to say it that way, that it's going to be both east and west. So you can imagine what that is going to do for those poor controllers if you're familiar with crossing the North Atlantic. Mind you, 12-hour cycles. So this 12 hours, you have this tracks. They go, we'll just hypothetically say westbound. These 12 hours, they go eastbound. Now, I haven't read it lately this afternoon or evening. That's coming. I don't have a date yet. But you may want to start paying attention. So yeah, Cross the Pond is coming up. Usually it's in April. Usually it used to be in October. Now, they're only going to run it, it sounds like, once a year. So, and it's a monster. There's nothing for there to be well over 2,000 connections just in that event, let alone everyone else flying everywhere else. So anyway, you might want to, if you're going to participate, you love it. I used to, but it turned into something I just, it was a bad year. And I haven't had time to fly it, so every time they scheduled it, I ended up working. So, yeah, oh well, it is what it is. So, anyway, we have come to 10,000 feet. looks a little ominous at night. All right, we're going to go ahead, set 5,000. Yeah, tonight, if you're flying in Boston, yeah, he is got his hands full. But you know, Boston's one of those that do a pretty good job of controlling, especially with high volumes. I don't know if they have multiples. Nope, looks like just one center. At least they have a couple of approaches to help alleviate some of the headache. But yeah, they're pretty good when the volumes are high. A couple of other TRACON or centers are like that here in the States. So far, what I've run into in Europe, they seem to be pretty decent too when they have high volumes, especially Frankfurt, London, and other areas. Chewy, we got to stay out of hyperspace. Thank you. I know you want to get to Columbus for some reason. He was telling us it's where we're going. All right, we got the seatbelts on. Okay, Protestant Brutus. Then Io. This is not bad. Not bad at all. We'll keep the anti-ice on just for safety. And we're cruising in. IO, we will begin the slowdown. Thinking 210 initial, and then immediately once we pass Xavier, drop it to 180 as we enter the maybe even slower. Now, he told me this thing will slow itself down. I have a hard time trusting a computer for that. She goes slowing to what? Oh, she's beginning to slow down all the way. And I'm going to go ahead and kick first notch of flaps out. Get those spoilers armed. Okay, we're coming up to Xavier. to go ahead and switch to CTAF. Tower 132.7, 132.7. Columbus area traffic, Skybus 76 over Xavier, inbound 28 left on the RNAV. Well, that didn't work. Now, runway in sight.
$2,500. $2,000.
All right, Columbus traffic, Skybus 76, about 7 miles out, RNAV 28 left runway in sight. Okay, 3 green on the gear. Brakes are set medium.
One side.
Spoilers armed. Flaps full. We're cleared to land. Columbus area traffic, Skybus 76, 3 mile final for runway 28 left. Just got new weather. 180 to 11, 69. Plane is mine.
500.
Oh my.
400.
100 above.
300.
Minimum.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Retard.
10.
5.
Columbus traffic, Skybus 76 off Bravo 1 to the terminal. Again, hope you enjoyed. Looks like we had a little bit of a rough landing. I think I'm just gonna park here. Alright, the APU is running. Brake temperatures are back in line. Alright, and flaps are up, spoilers down. That was the two things I had forgot. Alright, and we'll probably get gigged for that. Oh well, that's life. Alright, let's shut her down. APU avail. Okay, we are shut down. "400 feet a minute." Okay. All right, let's quickly look over there. Wrong one. VAMSys dashboard. All right, 230. Well, we got our points. All right, cool. Cool, we got our points. That's awesome. Oh, we got our beacons still on. All right, so here comes the, as I like to call it, the brigade out. Hang on a second. Okay, let's take a look at the others, and then we're going to call it a night. Elevatech. Okay, so 404, 115. Yeah, I knew we'd be slow. And 1.7 G, not bad. Not bad at all. And I think we weren't on the center line. Oh, we actually were for both. Wow. Ah, that makes me a little happy. Okay, Sim Toolkit, our unofficial scorekeeper. And they show us 428 at 115. Looks like I was the only one with the bids. Right, after the details come up, there we go. Hunt hour and 11 minutes, 317 miles, 2,500 kilograms, 1.7 Gs, and the rest. Okay. Let's see if we get a decent map. Oh, we do. All right, we landed. Oh, they wanted us over on the right side. Okay, well, they wanted us over here. That's why the numbers are skewed. Don't know why. However, we can actually determine where we were. Okay, your threshold is here, 500 foot. This is what you aim for. By the way, there's your Pappies, there's your glide slope. So you can see it all aims you to those big white pads for you to aim when you're visual. So there's 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. Let's call it, yeah, 2,000, 2,100 feet, somewhere in there. And we'll call it on the center line. So, yes, we get to. All right, so great flight, and hope you all enjoyed. Next up, again, is still up in the air. I have an idea for our next flight. I just want to make sure two things. One, I'm ready for it, and two, if we have anything planned. So for now, we'll see you Friday. We're going to plan our normal 1700 Zulu. For those that want to try to do the math, that's 11 o'clock a.m. Central U.S. Standard Time. Central Standard Time in the U.S. Otherwise, any other time zone, you got to do the math. All right, so I hope you all enjoyed this one. I had a blast on it. And we will see you this coming Friday. For now, you all have a wonderful day, and we will be back at it on Friday. God bless.
Attention all aircraft. Port Columbus International Information X-ray current. Altimeter 29471.